Hi guys, today I'm going to show you my card making process, but because if I do it from the start to the end, it will be a very lengthy video. I'm going to split it up in pieces, and I'm gonna first do a tracing video. You will see how I trace my my card, and I now will explain my thought process, how I drew the card, and then in my following video I will color it with some watercolor, and I will maybe do a direct finished I will finish up the card and stick it to the postcard, and will write a sentiment or something, or I will split it up again into two parts, and you will see first me finishing up all of the cards, because there are like 7 cards that I'm going to make with this design, and you will see me finish up. Now I will color just one for you on the camera, and the other ones I will color off camera, but you will see the process itself, and I will share you my thought process behind it, so you will know what I how I came up with the colors and stuff. Now for this video I will now explain how I came up with this cute penguin. By now you should know that I discovered for myself Skillshare, and they have a lot of amazing courses, and I followed Jasmina Creates, and she I don't know if you've seen this video, but I share with you how I followed her course and I made this on my own. This is my original work, and I kind of followed another one of her courses with the make cute animals, or you can draw cute animals, something like that. I will link it below this video so you don't feel left out. But and so I wanted to make a design, an original design of a penguin riding this I don't know, it's not a helicopter, it's a plane, okay, riding a plane, and I kind of traced this one and then made him bigger here. This is a page from my sketchbook, and I made him bigger, and then I added a Christmas tree behind him, and now I tore it out of my sketchbook and I placed it on my tracing light box, and you probably already saw the DIY video. If you didn't, I'll leave it in the description box below, how I made a tracing light box. It's a very handy tool, because what I did was I took it's not a graph paper, it's paper with the bullet design, bullet points, and I drew a line in the center of the paper, and then I traced the image, but I didn't trace it completely, because here it's off kilter and it's kind of like uneven, and some of the design is kind of like some of the points don't kind of align with each other. So I kind of took it as a guide, where I wanted to place like his nose also. It's kind of the upside down version of his nose. This is much cuter, I thing. And so I made him and I drew the shape of the Christmas tree. And this is kind of like a really cool trick, because afterwards I could place a paper on it, where I would, this is like a very heavy cardstock for watercoloring purposes. I place it here, and on the tracing light box I could see through it, so I could perfectly align my paper with, you know, with dots, so the image is perfectly in the center, or not in the center, however you want it. And I just used washi tape to keep it in place, and I traced it. You will see it in just a couple of minutes. So this is the whole thought process behind it. This is how I worked. And in the end of the video I will show you what I've got, and in my next video I will color it in, and maybe or maybe not, finish up all the cards. Well, let's start the process. Okay guys, so now I'm finished, and I have 7 of these cuties on the plane. And the whole point of it is, in my next video I will show you how I will choose a color palette for it, you know, so I can color them evenly and nicely with watercolors. And they will go on this cardstock, and I will just glue them on here. And I don't know whether I want to do a sentiment on the side, or whether I want to do a sentiment on the bottom, or whether I want to do a sentiment on the inside of the card. So I will think about that for my next video. You will see though, that's why it's so cool, not just because don't understand me wrong, I love stamping, I just adore it, but since I took Jasmina's class, I just I fell in love with drawing, and this is a very simple design. It's very cute, and all of them are different. All, like, they kind of look the same, but all of them a little bit different. There are some simple kind of like simple differences, but still all of them are hand drawn, and I will paint them, hand paint them, and it will be, well, obviously I will hand paint it, but I love how they turned out. I can't wait to color them in and to make them into a card and send them, and you know, wait for the reactions of my family and friends. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you feel inspired to do the same, to make your own cards, to draw them and color them in yourself. With my DIY tracing light box video, you will do this tracing, this drawing much faster. So I highly recommend you watching my previous video, which I will link below this one, and making yourself this tracing light box, because I mean, this took me like 30 minutes tops, and I have seven cards. Now I just have to decide which colors I will choose and just lightly color them with watercolors, and that's it. I'm done. You know, I have just have to stick it and write something on the inside, and it will be completely self-made. So I I highly encourage you to do the same, because it's not so difficult at all, and it was made even more easier by my tracing light box. So I thank you for watching this video. I hope you got inspired. Look out for my next video on coloring them in, and I'll see you next time. Bye!